Hello, everyone. Welcome back to
Hey,
another episode
buddy.
of Something Else to Mess With. I'm Josh,
I'm Shell.
I'm
and
Alex.
today we have our special guest Alex with us. Um, so
My boyfriend.
he's a giant nerd like us, so he's just coming on, and we're going to have some fun today. Alex, well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Everybody kind of knows us by now. They should, but if not, kind of fill us in.
I like marijuana.
Marijuana.
I like superheroes.
All right.
And I'm just hanging out today, ready to do this podcast.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to this.
And he's a cutie.
All right, I guess there's that too. I am a cutie. We'll put that on record.
Sorry.
So,
Not sorry.
so is there anything you guys want to start with? Anything that's fresh on your mind you want to go over, talk about?
You're the leader of the ship. We'll let you start it off.
Let's start with Echo because I was bothering Josh, harassing him to watch and finish Echo. Let's start with Echo. What
Echo?
did you think? And Alex and I watched Echo too.
Okay. I was surprised how short it was, being only 5 episodes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the episodes kind of felt like paced right, where they kind of went. The story kept going. It didn't get really dull, and it kept me invested. I am not familiar with the comic, so I don't know much on that story. But for those who haven't watched the first episode, you see some familiar faces. About the best way I'm doing it, spoiler free. So it kind of starts right off the rip with a kind of all right, I'm into this. Vincent D'Onofrio plays an amazing Kingpin.
Yeah. He did ever since the Daredevil series.
Yeah. And I know I watched Daredevil, I watched Punisher. Those really are good series. Looking forward to when all that gets tied back in with this current story arc.
Yeah.
Because but yeah, those 5 episodes, they kept me invested. I'm ready for season 2 or whatever they're gonna do next with this, because it's actually a really good story. Shell, what are your thoughts?
It's been a little while since I watched it. I thought the podcast wasn't until Wednesday, so I was actually going to watch the last episode.
Surprise!
Yeah, I'm a stoner, so I forget things. Surprise! So I'll let Alex speak more on it, even though he's a stoner too, but he's got the better memory most of the time. But I really like the show too, and I like that I didn't know we weren't doing spoilers. We're not.
I mean, if you want to do spoilers, we can.
I kind of do.
Yeah, I feel like if we're going to talk about it, we should just talk about the show in general.
Talk about it.
It's been out for long enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then for those listening, spoiler warning.
Skip past this part.
I will let you know when in the edit when to come back. ... Okay, so.
All right, what are your favorite things about the show? And what are the things that you thought were kind of just really lacking in it?
You said you were surprised to see who? Also?
Like Hawkeye and Daredevil, like I was really surprised when. So who was it? Daredevil that killed her dad? Who killed her dad?
Her dad was killed by Kingpin, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Or I think it was the guy in Hawkeye season 1, the guy that she was falling in love with.
Okay.
But he worked for Kingpin.
That's right.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
I'm remembering now.
But I feel like it's kind of weird that they're making it seem like that's a big villain for her. Like I don't really know her comics that much either. I think that they did have some history, but if anybody is gonna kill him, I think it should be Punisher. Just because Punisher is just known as if anybody's gonna put down the big bad guy, that it should be him. He's just been able to defeat people like the Hulk and Wolverine. He's been able to just do really badass things in the comics, and I hope they stick to that in the television series.
Yeah, I mean, I know doesn't Spider-Man at some point have a run-in with Kingpin?
Yeah, I do hope that they do that, but I don't think that they should go as long with Kingpin because there's too many big villains with actual powers. Like, he may have, some super strength, but I'm not gonna... With all the multiverse stuff happening and all the different people getting introduced...
He's probably one of the weakest villains.
Yeah, he's manipulative. But other than that, he doesn't really have many things going for him. He's very good at tricking people into doing what he wants, but I just feel like there's people that are so much higher than him in power, skill. I just can't really see him being how he would challenge all these different heroes, especially with them coming together, because there's going to be way more heroes than there ever were coming together now.
Oh yeah. So, what's your opinion?
Yeah, Kingpin's a pain in the ass, but he is a great villain. That's my short but sweet opinion. He's such a pain in the ass.
He is.
And don't get me wrong, I loved how they did it in the old school animated series, how he was smart enough to trick all the people stronger than him to do things for him. It was great when they did that, but that was already done. If they did it again, it would just feel like a repeat. It would feel kind of like they haven't progressed at all in storylines.
Was he in Defenders?
Defenders, I don't think it was really about him. That was more about the fist, I think it is.
Okay.
Or the hand.
Yeah.
The hand, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, an ADD moment. Happy Memorial Day, everyone.
Yes.
Happy Memorial Day.
This will come out Wednesday, but yes, happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Such stoners.
For those in the States.
Yes.
Yes. So, so I don't really have anything negative to say about Echo. Like, there's nothing I really would have changed about it because I don't know much about the comic.
My favorite thing is, so you messaged me and you said I finished Echo, and I was like, "What do you think?" ? And what was your response? You said, "I want more."
More, yeah, I want more.
Like I said, I felt like there should have been more episodes. I think all the other ones got 6 to 8 episodes. I feel like 5 is not really a season.
Yeah, you just were like, your response was perfect. You're like, I want more.
So, but I feel like that means that the show it obviously wasn't supposed to be like their Avengers or their greatest thing that they were supposed to be dropping. But it was one of those things where it's good if you want more of it. There's things that are we'll say She-Hulk. When She-Hulk ended, a lot of people were like, yeah, that could just be the end of that. With that season finale, the show, honestly, I thought She-Hulk was good for a lot of episodes, but after you see the season finale, you're like, all right, this can end. But with Echo, you feel like, oh, I could definitely see more of this.
because the character of Maya is so different.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you
And I feel
really
like she's
do
relatable because
you
she
do
has
really she's deaf, so you know the whole ASL aspect of things was what it's different.
yeah.
You know, because it's cool. Like you have Daredevil who's blind. Then you have they don't really have a name. This is just Maya. Like they don't call her Echo. It's Maya. So then you have Maya, who's just deaf. Although that was kind of cool when Fisk gave her that chip and he was able to like AI sign.
Yeah. I
like,
do like
that's
how he does
cool.
now like have like some of the top technology. Like that was just a cool part of a side story because it's not like something they had to add in. Like it didn't like make like the action any crazier, but just makes you think like, oh, he does have some kind of power because we haven't seen even Iron Man or anybody like that. People in Wakanda, we haven't even seen them with that kind of technology.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's kind of a cool thing. But
yeah.
So for those that have seen Echo, what did you like most about that? You know,
but I know that she's supposed to get with the Defenders, but I really want to see her with Black Panther. I feel like her skill set and the fact that she can talk to her ancestors from the past make them a lot alike because he can talk to all the other Black Panthers from the past. They can sort of, and the reason why she got the name Echo is because that's what they're calling that ability. I guess it's called echoing when you can talk to past relatives.
Okay.
Through timelines, I guess.
So, well, while we're on TV shows, let's talk about Fallout.
Okay. And Shell actually does remember the last episode of this one.
So, Shell, did you ever play 3 or 4? Or New Vegas?
New Vegas. Didn't I beat that on PC?
I may.
Wait a minute. Didn't Rankster tell me to play that on PC? New Vegas?
He did.
Isn't that the one I played on PC a couple years back?
There's no way for us to look.
Yes. That's what. Yes. That is why that game is so. That is why the show is so familiar to me. Fallout New Vegas. That is why the show is so familiar to me.
Yeah, that's where the second season's supposed to take place.
Yep.
That is why the show is so familiar to me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just had deja vu. I apologize. So I need to talk about something. So, okay.
Spoilers.
Again, spoilers because we've all seen this show, so we're going to talk about them. We'll talk about this.
Okay, so deja vu. Okay, so a few years back, I was streaming pretty heavy on Twitch. Shell DeClippa. That's what my name is on Twitch. I just advertise, don't really care, whatever. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry.
It's fine.
So I'm streaming on Twitch again. So my friend Rankster told me to download Follow. I think it's Follow. Is it Follow New Vegas? Yeah.
I think it was New Vegas that you did play.
New Vegas something, yeah. So I started playing it on PC, and I was streaming and playing it pretty heavy. Yeah, pretty sure. Whatever. It's variation of that. And I was playing it a lot. And as I was watching Fallout, I was like, everything on the show is so familiar, like it's deja vu. And I got pretty far in the game. Pretty sure I beat it, maybe. Not sure. Don't remember. It was during quarantine.
It was so long ago. I don't remember either.
Yeah, it was during quarantine time, during COVID. So, yeah. The second season is supposed to take place.
From what it looks like, New Vegas.
Yeah, that's where the dad ends up going. And you see the giant demon-looking skull. It's got the horns and stuff.
The
That
death
he,
claws.
I'm pretty sure he steps on it.
What was my do you remember in New Vegas? I forgot what the name of my favorite dude. One of my favorite spots was. I used to like to go. I had my little favorite characters that I used to like to go to hang out with in the game.
I've never.
I had these little dude characters I used to like to go hang out with. I used to love playing that game.
But favorite things about the show?
Well, Alex, what about you? Have you ever played 3 or 4 or Vegas?
Oh, if we're talking about the video games, then the only one that I actually played was the third one.
Okay.
And I probably got maybe like halfway through it because my friend was helping me with it. And when I was playing it by myself, I couldn't I just wanted to go fight everything that I saw. Like I didn't like getting into the missions, like because you have to travel so far for all the missions, and like you have to like go around certain terrains. Like some things you're supposed to dodge because you got to build up your weapons before you can fight the bigger things. I'd want to go fight all the big things. I'd want to go fight everything that I saw. So I would run out of ammo and things all the time because I'd go kill animals and things that wouldn't give you any ammo. Like I didn't understand that you're supposed to kill like certain people, like do certain things to get the ammo and do all that stuff. So I just like would always run out of ammo, or I'd have too much stuff. I'd get over encumbered. I sucked at Fallout. I was terrible at the game, but I really like the concept.
I'm having so many memories now. Like I remember, like I used to like to take dynamite, and my thing for getting rid of like hordes of ants, I used to just throw dynamite at ants to get rid of them.
All the rad roaches.
Yes, and I used to avoid the mountains. Like rule number 1, avoid the mountains because of the giant creatures, and then also, don't become over encumbered. That was like rule number 2.
That's always like rule number 1. Just
yeah.
Once you become encumbered, it's horrible.
Well, I just knew that. That's common sense. Coyotes, those used to piss me off beyond belief. I'm like the real life ant on the damn game. And then I remember at first, like, I used to get roasted by Ringster because I'm like, am I ever going to find a fucking horse? I need a horse in this game. I need a horse to get around. He's like, there's no horses. I'm like, I need a horse, though. He's like, you're not going to find a horse in this game. That was one of the things. I'm like,
this is Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, I'm like, when am I going to get a horse? What level am I getting a horse? He's like, this isn't Neverwinter. This is not Red Dead. You're not getting a horse. I'm like, I need a horse to get around. He's like, this is the apocalypse. You're not getting a horse. I'm like, well, this sucks because I'm going to be walking forever. And he's like, yes, you are. I'm like, well, that sucks. And then I realized eventually I could teleport
to the places you've been.
Yeah.
You can fast.
You know what I'm doing?
Travel.
When I'm getting off this podcast, right?
Streaming?
I'm finding a way to plug in this computer.
Ah.
Into my television.
Okay.
See if I have Fallout New Vegas still after I do 29 years of updates.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't even know if it's gonna work. Are you sure it's just an HDMI? No, it's probably not gonna work.
As long as you have an HDMI port on the back of your GPU, you're good.
I gotta find the keyboard, the mouse, somewhere to put it.
But back to Fallout.
Yes.
So I've only played a little bit of 3, a little bit of 4.
How old are those games? Are they all
at least like 14 years old?
Are they all PC?
They're on PC. They're on Xbox. They're on. I think they're even on PlayStation.
Yeah, but my favorite thing about Fallout, the video games, and I really hope they add into the show, is the unique weapons. The weapons that were futuristic, but yet they were old school. And like some of them were made out of like scraps and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. I really liked, but they told me that New Vegas was one of the best ones to play, if not the best one, and that's
A
why
lot of people really like New Vegas. A lot of
Yeah.
people hated New Vegas. It's
Yeah.
equal, but I haven't played New Vegas, so I can't say whether I like it or I don't like it. I don't
You've
know.
never played it?
I'm
I
not
haven't either.
I'm not a big Fallout guy.
It is difficult. It is a pain in the ass to stream because you can't do the screen capture. You have to do a display window capture type thing. It's definitely a struggle to stream, but it's worth it. But yeah, the show was very good. Lucy, we're doing spoilers, right?
Yes, we're doing spoilers.
Okay.
So let's dive into the show now.
Yeah.
So Lucy's character was very unique because like she's just like, I'm gonna be a badass and go out there and I'm gonna go by myself. And I'm gonna wear my bunker gear like a dum dum. I was like, what?
No armor at all.
I'm just not even
Nope.
gonna change my clothes. What?
When she came from a place that has all those kind of things, had everything that she needed, goes out in just regular clothes.
Lucy's story I liked.
Relatable character.
You know, that's the story of the dweller. That's
Yeah, that is how all the games start, though. So I do feel like there had to be at least one character that did that.
yeah. So she's the dweller character. Did he have Maximus?
Yeah, Maximus.
He's part of the Brotherhood storyline.
Just from the fact that he's from Disjointed and he has the Iron Man armor, he automatically is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for him to pull up and just start smoking.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they do a scene like that just because it's iconic when you see people like do like a multiverse type scene with themselves. And I hope he smokes a joint in the Iron Man armor.
Probably my favorite character, the Ghoul.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued with the Howard Cooper storyline of that story arc and how he went from that type of person to becoming the Ghoul.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they're going to kind of tap into that over however long this series goes for. I'm invested in that storyline because he was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
My next question is, what happened to the daughter? What happened to his?
I definitely think the daughter and the wife are still alive.
I did too.
I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where like he puts the daughter in the bunker and then the wife's going to say some crazy shit like, yeah, there's not enough room for you. Or like the wife's going to do something fucked up. Because you find out at the end that the wife's one of the people that literally said to burn the world down. So you found out that the wife is literally one of the most evil people. She's the one who thought of the idea of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
She literally thought of the apocalypse. That's damn near like the Satan of that show.
So are they hanging out in Vegas? We don't know. We're not going to find out till season 2, hopefully. Because as far as I know, they haven't greenlit season 2 yet.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm sure it's going to happen. I doubt that they're going to be like, yeah, this wasn't a good one. It's like I feel like this is probably going to be one of your most profitable shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. But yeah, I'm ready to see season 2. I'm ready to see how everything kind of goes forward.
And I'm not gonna lie, I picked up Lucy's tagline, "Okie dokie." Like I work at a pizza shop now,
Okie dokie.
and when I work pizzas, I could be like 12 tickets deep,
Mm-hmm.
29 pizzas in my face, not even exaggerating, having to cut. So I'll just be like, "Okie dokie." This is my life. Because, she could just be dealing with a crazy situation, dead body, whatever. She's like, okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
I think it's a great show. I mean, obviously, what are any criticisms you guys would have about it? Not criticisms, but
the only thing I can say is just keep it going for season 2. Hopefully season 2 goes, because I'm down to see where it goes.
The Ghoul, he would be my favorite character, but he's like, normally when I think of my favorite character, it's the one that I'd want to be. I wouldn't want to be in a situation where I'd be a Ghoul, because it just sounds like it has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Like you got like really bad asthma, you're always falling out randomly.
Well,
he's sitting over here like, yeah, you never had ass meat before. This dude's talking about making ass jerky. Like, I don't want to have to eat ass jerky.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather be in the Brotherhood. Brotherhood's got all the Iron Man suits. I can fly through the air, pull up with the best weapons. Like,
I mean,
and I feel like the Ghoul's just sort of destined to die. Like at the end of the day, like all Ghouls in the Fallout universe, there was never really any cool Ghouls. Like they all sort of got killed off. You know what I mean? Like you were normally killing Ghouls. It's weird that there's even a cool one on the show to me, kind of.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm ready. Hopefully, we get it in the next 2 years. Hopefully, that'd be nice.
One last thing I want to say about the show, though. I did really like how they added a lot of the aspects from the video game, the med packs, the right away if you get radiation poison.
Yep.
Yeah, they did. I do like how they stayed very true to the game. I feel like all series should do that. You should feel like almost like you're back playing the game again. Like make you feel the nostalgia of the old school video games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially like they even did it with the characters of Lucy got to wear the original suit. The Ghoul could do the thing where he could like pretty much slow down time when he was shooting at people because he was so much faster than everybody. They were trying to make it seem like he could do that thing where you I forget what it's called in the game, but you can lock on to any part of their body.
Oh, the VSAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made it so he had that power. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. That was a smart way to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, VSAT.
That was like the main thing that made me think like, oh yeah, that's the reason why he is the Ghoul, so they can have somebody who has powers.
Yep.
Because everybody else, like, you don't want everybody to be radiationed and all fucked up, but there should be at least one person who has powers in this universe. And I feel like once you realize that that's his thing that he's got going on, that he can slow down time and stuff, you're like, oh yeah, that's his role in the show.
I want to play Fallout New Vegas so bad now. I want to go to the saloon and see the old lady and the old man in the rocking chair and go to the house and see the dock. I'm remembering the whole game now.
Have any of you guys ever used the gun, the Fat Man?
The mini nuke? No.
Yeah. It literally shoots out miniature nukes. And when it hits the screen, it makes your whole screen shake. It gets all white, like it makes literally like a nuke kind of thing and go in front of your face. It's fucking insane. It's one of the craziest weapons probably in any like just video game or anything. It's insane.
I'm just sitting here remembering the whole game right now out of nowhere. I'm like, oh yeah, Fallout New Vegas. I'm just remembering the whole game now. I'm like,
well, didn't you say Fortnite's incorporating?
Oh yeah, it's on there right now.
Well, it's not. It's nothing like Fallout.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say, but it probably has what?
It's like it seems like they took a lot of stuff from Fallout and from Twisted Metal.
It's more like Twisted Metal, but it's got like Nuka.
No, but you're gonna be able to get the Brotherhood suits, and you'll probably be able to get Lucy and the Ghoul.
Okay.
Now that I remember the game, the actual game, now that it's in my head, I'm gonna know exactly what's going on. I had to remember the game.
They'll probably do like a Nuka-Cola backpack or backling.
Okay.
The problem is, Fallout New Vegas is only PC, so I'm like,
No, it's not. Oh,
No, it's not.
is it? It's not.
No, hell no.
Oh,
I mean, I think it's on see if it's on PlayStation.
I'm almost 1,000% sure it's on like every console.
Yeah.
I'm about to go buy it right now. You think I'm playing?
No, I don't think you're playing.
I'm not.
So.
I need this game. Okay, so what's the next topic? Anyway, yeah, you're gonna see me playing, streaming this game. Is it only a one player though?
Yes. If you want a multiplayer Fallout game, Fallout 76.
Damn, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep. Fallout 76 is a multiplayer Fallout.
Oh wait, I got a question. Is New Vegas flashy?
Oh.
I
I
don't
thought
care.
you said you played it.
That was like 3 years ago.
That was before her epilepsy got bad.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I don't care. I'll go buy those $150 glasses you looked up.
I don't know. It might be anything with nuclear waste or nukes has potential.
Then I'll close my eyes while I play. I don't care. Anyway.
But yeah, that's how I think that the dad destroyed that town, the town that got destroyed. It said that he destroyed it. He had one of the Iron Man suits, and I think that he used the Fat Man. Because how do you destroy an entire like place? And I don't know. I'm just assuming that's what happened.
Shady Sands.
Or that's at least what I'm hoping happened, so we get to see that gun because that gun's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shady City.
Shady Sands.
Or Shady Sands. Need to go ahead and my weed vapes anyway. What are you guys vaping on? I got lemon slushy, pineapple whip, live resin of bubble butt, which is bubble bath with runts buttons, live resin. Then I still have pineapple cookies, live resin, and that's all I got right now. Don't worry.
I've been on Fruity Pebbles 99.
Well, excuse the hell out of us with your 99.
It is a sativa, live resin, sugar, and sauce.
I'm just kidding. Alex, what you got?
Yeah, I got pina colada, and I got the Skywalker Road live diamonds.
Okay.
Indica.
Indica.
Mine's everywhere in between. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah. I don't know what my next one's going to be. It's just kind of grabbing.
I was telling a few people I know about Ohio's possible 50% restriction on concentrates. I told Erica, I told a couple other people. They were like, and I was like, that includes concentrates, that includes diamonds, that includes live resin, that includes all concentrates. They were like, I was like telling them in succession. They're like, process it.
Yeah. I don't know how it's going to be able to be. I don't know how it's going to be able to get done, but
it doesn't even make any sense. That's diamonds and like live.
If you might as well not even do concentrates at that point. If you're only doing 50%,
diamonds are minimum 91%. Like live resin's minimum 91%. Like that doesn't even make people are just gonna keep driving north. Like it doesn't even make any sense. Like hello.
And where people are already complaining, like if the prices aren't what we want it to be, we're still going to continue driving north. Like that's because that's how we've been. You know, we've been going to Michigan for the last couple of years. We're used to those prices. Where you come here, oh, you're paying $60 a gram. Nobody's going to want to pay $60 a gram when we drive 2 hours and go pay $10 a gram.
Michigan's been wrecked forever. I remember when I lived in Michigan in 2009 for 6 months again, right? Pills were legal. Marijuana pills were legal in 2009. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's been wrecked there forever. And it was just becoming medical there in 2009, 2010. They've been wrecked forever there.
Yeah. But again, it took them 10 years to figure out what to do with it. Mm-hmm. So
even Georgia's medical, very minimal, but I'm shocked to hear that. I was like, Georgia? So it's progress, but 50% limit for concentrates. I'm like, you might as well not even bother. You might as well just sell flour.
If I'm going to do concentrates, I'm going to make them trip up north. If I want something else, I might run to the local dispensary to pick something up.
Yeah.
Unless things change. I mean, I'm hoping that there's not a 50%. Hopefully it's like maybe 80 or 90, which cool.
70 is not even that bad. 70 to 79 is not even that bad.
Yeah, I'll take that because, I mean, the stuff I'm doing right now, they're like high 70s. So, and it works. It tastes good. But, yeah, if I'm paying $60 a gram for something that's 50% THC, get out of here. Yeah. Get why?
Yeah. What's the next topic? What did you have third on the list?
So next topic would be Diddy.
Oh, Alex has been waiting for this. Yeah. All right. I'll be right back, but you guys
so she leaves. All right. So how do you want to go about this?
I didn't expect for all the charges and everything to happen. I just thought that he was like secretly gay because there was all those videos of him like talking about like, oh, I like when you bend over like that, when you be scrambling and scraping, and he was like had a lot of weird like videos where people be like, hey, pause, man, what you talking about? Like he had a lot of weird videos like that. So I just thought he was secretly gay. I didn't think that he had like a sex trafficking ring. I was like, oh shit. Like, and I didn't know how he got away with it for so long. Like, how did none of these other like rappers who were supposedly tough guys like let this happen and like they got molested and like all this crazy stuff? It just seemed insane to me. I was just like, this just makes the rap like game just completely different.
You know, you have Diddy, who's this mogul. I mean, he's a mogul. Like he had
so much money and stuff. He has so much stuff going on.
So much stuff going on. And then, like, I grew up me and Joe, we grew up in the 90s. So, I mean, we saw when Diddy was coming up, you know, with Bad Boy and whatnot. To see him go from where he was in the 90s to now, and he has this huge empire. Probably how he got a hold of this empire is now probably showing his true colors, and it's going to fuck him in the ass.
Yeah.
So
I feel like he's now just in the same R. Kelly situation. It's like now people feel weird when they listen to your music. Like when you hear your music, we think weird things because we know that you were into weird things.
Yeah, I was. The apology. Did you watch the apology he did?
I heard about the apology, but you can't apologize for like being a sex trafficker. Like, yo, I'm sorry I had all those people get raped. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't even make sense.
Apparently, there's no party like a Diddy party.
Yeah, I guess so.
Man, that when I saw that news, and I'm like, all right, like Diddy's empire just came crashing down from all of this. Like his,
Yeah. And me, like I said, I would have no problem. Like if he was gay or whatever, I've been like, well, just say you're gay. Like that's what I thought it was. Like he had the video where he was talking to the rapper Fabulous, and he was saying, like, I know that we were partying at for your birthday, but we didn't really party. He was like, we got to really party. He was like, what do you mean you were at his party, but you guys didn't really party? Like, what does that mean? It just seemed really weird, especially with all the other videos. I was like, it just seemed like he was into some like gay kind of, I don't know, but I didn't think it was gonna be like, oh yeah, he likes to traffic men and women, and he's doing all this literally international crime.
Oh yeah,
there's no way to come back from that. That's like the worst kind of crime you can really do.
To me, this goes to show that if you have money, you're probably not safe at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, what if something comes out with Jay-Z? I'm talking about like in the rap game and how everything goes. Like,
yeah,
Jay-Z's the next one.
Yeah, Jay-Z, I definitely think is on the list.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before something comes out about Jay-Z. I just have a feeling. I don't know nothing. It's allegedly, but it's crazy times right now to be like a billionaire, millionaire type ordeal because things are happening.
Yeah.
So yep, Diddy just.
But we should have all seen it coming. Every time he had a gang of boys together, he'd be like, "Oh, these are my bad boys." I'm like, "Yo, you just call them bad boys? You're being super suspect right now."
Yeah.
They're bad boys.
Bad boy entertainment. I mean,
it sounds like a gay strip club.
It really does.
Like, yeah, we're the bad boys. Like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I can't even go there.
You're sitting over there like, take that.
Oh God. Oh. Yeah.
Just pouring Ciroc in their mouth and shit.
Diddy. Just can't keep it in your pants, can you?
I also think that he had either, I don't know if he had them both killed, but he had at least Biggie or Tupac killed. Maybe both. That's just from my conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. I mean, I think they both had something to do with that.
Oh shit.
I
don't know. I was young.
To this day, I still don't trust Suge.
Yeah.
I never trusted Suge.
No, but at least with Suge Knight, people knew that he was a piece of shit. P. Diddy pretended that he was some kind of good guy, that he believed in God and this, that, the other thing. Well, he was sex trafficking people. Like, at least with Suge Knight, he was hanging people off of balconies. We knew that motherfucker was bad. He had Vanilla Ice off the balcony talking about, let go.
Yeah. The question is Diddy the one that killed Biggie? Like,
I think that he, like I said, he had either one or both of them killed because, like, at that time, it was since Tupac was competition, he didn't like Tupac, and since Biggie wanted to leave and go do bigger things, he didn't like that Biggie wanted to leave him because Biggie is like the best rapper at the time, so that he didn't want to lose that money. I think right at that time, I don't know the whole story, but I just feel like if anybody had something to do with it, it had to be him. Or yeah, like you said, Suge Knight, he probably did, but he's in jail right now, so we already know that he was doing fucked up things.
oh yeah. I mean, the sad thing is, it's probably those two murders are probably something that's never going to get shed light on, unless somebody comes out with something.
Yeah.
It's to me, that's when rap changed. If you understand what I mean by that, like once Pac died and Biggie died, the whole East Coast West Coast shit kind of stopped.
Yeah.
You know that
in
right?
a way, it kind of did bring people together because
Yeah.
it made people like, yeah, we should stop trying to rap about killing each other, like, because it's making us kill each other.
Yeah. And because once that kind of happened, like mid 2000s, you had what Master P, you had no limit, you had 3-6 Mafia, you had all these groups emerge, and then it became who was the hottest group.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the music industry is funny. It's a very funny industry.
But now you got Drake and Kendrick beefing.
Oh yeah. I think that's done unless
Are they
No, but
done?
I think they're done. They haven't done
people
anything in a couple of weeks.
it's one of those things where I feel like the fans are going to get more rowdy about it than the actual people on their teams. Because Kendrick's not really like a Doug type dude. Like I feel like he's more like one of those people who's like always trying to do stuff for the black community and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not really, I don't know. I never really seen him as any kind of thug, and Drake's definitely not no fucking thug. So I don't think that anybody on like their teams would really do anything. But I feel like just because fans are crazy, they're like, nah, Kendrick says he doesn't like you. Like one of the fans would do something crazy, like try to kill Drake just because Kendrick doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. While we're kind of on this topic of music, you wanted to talk about Tyler the Creator.
Oh yeah.
So let's dive into that.
I'm not 1,000% sure it was faked, but I kind of think it was faked, just because from what I know, Gerard Carmichael does have a boyfriend and he's into white dudes or whatever. So I think that he actually does have a boyfriend. I think it was kind of just for clout, but if not, it was fucked up the way Tyler the Creator handled it, because he confessed his love to him, and then he just was just like, nah, bro, I'm straight. Fuck
We
that.
haven't watched it yet.
He just pretty much like straight up shit on him. Was just like, nah, you're a stupid bitch.
We haven't watched it yet.
Well, if you haven't watched it, that's pretty much what happens. You don't even need to play it now. I just pretty much told you the background.
So Tyler admitted to him that he loves him? Is that
No, Gerard Carmichael, the comedian, they both were sitting down for his HBO show, and I guess he confesses his love to Tyler the Creator, and Tyler was pretty much said like, you're a stupid bitch, and now I'm straight.
Which is rude.
Like the whole video is kind of awkward and stuff. You don't really need to watch the whole thing. You can if you want to, but I just feel like it'd be faster if I just sort of explain what happened. I just thought it was it was just it was weird, but it's kind of funny. So if you want to watch it, you should definitely check it out.
So, this is something that I had on the list from last week, and I kind of went over it with you a little bit last week. Shell,
Okay.
Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
Um,
I asked Erica if she remembered it. She said no. And then I kind of brought in a few key words about it. She's like, oh, yeah, is that the one that intentionally made her stay in a wheelchair and intentionally caused harm? I'm like, yeah, that one. She's like, oh, yeah. I think everybody vaguely remembers that case.
oh yeah,
Munchausen syndrome by proxy. It's where I first learned about it.
sorry, making notes here real quick.
It's a very sad story, but that still doesn't give you the right to murder your own mother.
So I said this, and this is going to be my rant for the week. Okay. Everybody's praising her. Yay, she's free.
There's no
what the mother has done to her has fucked her brain up. She will never be normal.
Yeah.
Never be normal. I am sorry. She can act like she's normal.
Well, give Alex like a summary of the situation.
No, I know about the situation because
okay.
Alexis, my little sister, was talking about it.
Okay. Good.
And
what do you think about it?
Well, from what I know, the boyfriend's the one who actually killed her.
Yes.
She tricked the boyfriend into doing it. So it's like how I see any situation. The person who does like, if you're the person who's the killer, then you're the one who did something wrong. Like, almost like Charles Manson. Charles Manson didn't kill those people. He told other people, like, if you killed people because I said for you to kill them, I don't even know how that would get somebody in jail. Like, that doesn't really make the most sense to me. Like, you technically, like, I've just said words. Like, if you're dumb enough to go and do something because I told you to do it, if I didn't force you to do it, like, I didn't put a gun to your head, I didn't do it, I wasn't like, I'll kill your family. You were just like, he told me to do it, then that's your fault for doing it. Like, I feel like, and her mom was a terrible person, so
yeah.
And if she did do her little bit of jail time, then it's done with. I feel like it's one of those things where I wouldn't say that she's like the worst person ever, but she's definitely, you can't call her a victim. You can't call her a victim if she's actually had the person murdered. Once the person that you have been like victimized by is killed, then it's like that person is dead. There's like no person to blame anymore for what happens after that. And her mind can be messed up, but a lot of people have fucked up situations with their minds and shit because what their parents did. Like, I think that she'll still be able to find a life after that. Like, even how messed up she was, still was able to find a boyfriend who was literally willing to kill for her. He literally would kill for her, and she looked like the way she looked. You know what I'm saying? So it's like killing it.
Yeah, that's
like, if you can find somebody to kill for you and you look like you should be like, and you was in a wheelchair, your face looks all the way it was looking, you know what I'm saying? Then she was doing her thing.
I think she had to do the jail time because she helped plan it.
Yeah.
That's why she had to do the jail time.
Yeah. But I just feel like it's now it's all been justified by now. Like, I don't know if the mom needed to die, but since it's already happened, you can't like reverse time.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, some people talk about it like, what if this happened? It was like, but that wouldn't happen because that person's dead now. Like, when somebody is like, that's what I'm saying. There's no more like storyline past that. It's like, you got your justice.
Now it's.
Now she's just another person out in the world, and she'll probably find some other crazy boyfriend, and they'll have their weird whatever life that they do.
Yeah.
Collect figurines or stamps or whatever they do.
Yeah. But it was just crazy. Like all of a sudden, like she just blows up, and I'm like, who is this person? Then you read her story, it's like, damn, this is a fucked up story. Like this is fucked up.
Yeah, I smoked too much weed, and when they brought up the name Gypsy Rose, I thought they were talking about. I don't remember what her name actually is, but the she person who's doing the Bud Light commercial. That's who I thought it was. You know about that?
Dylan.
How everybody got all mad about the Bud Light because they let a man,
something like that,
who was actually a transgender like person, do the commercial.
Yep.
Yeah, so I thought that's who they were talking about, and I almost sounded mad stupid in the car. I was glad that I kept hitting the blunt because I just like sat there and kept listening, and I was like, oh, that's not who they're talking about. I was about to be like, yeah, that transgender is crazy, and then I was about to fuck up the whole conversation because they were been like, no, Gypsy Rose is the girl in the wheelchair, and I'm like, transgender motherfucker.
Oh, wrong person. That's Bill Mulvaney, I think, is that person's name.
Yeah.
So, Shell, this is going to be kind of more directed towards like us. Next up, I have the anchor change.
Okay.
Like, all our shit's gone.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
What do you mean?
Like, where did all our podcasts go?
It's out there in the clouds somewhere.
Somewhere, because it's not on Spotify anymore.
All our content.
If it's anything like TikTok, you know, there's a little Asian dude jerking off to it right now.
Germany, I think, was our biggest supporters.
Germany?
I think Germany was.
Damn.
I'm 50% German. Shout out to all my germs.
So, yeah, I
Damn.
What?
That's just crazy. Our content's just gone.
Yeah, you're starting to dawn on me a little bit. Like, yeah, it's gone. Like, I have them saved on my old computer, but they're not uploaded. Like, there's no.
It's fine. We're starting over. It's fine.
Yep, and that's exactly why we're starting over. So, but yeah, that kind of screwed up everything because I went looking and saw nothing, and I was like, okay, well, we got this all over again. But what are your thoughts on whippets?
Don't get me fucking started.
We're going there. What are your thoughts?
You sure you want to go there, Josh?
What, do you do whippets?
No.
Oh, I thought he was just like, I actually fuck with those heavy. I'd be like, this guy's a savage.
No.
Okay, Josh, you really want to go there with me?
We're going to go there because I told you about that dude that came in. He had a fucking big ass thing and NOS. And he's like, this is probably the best thing for whippets out there right now. And I'm like, dude, we don't carry that shit.
When I was still working at Vapeway, I got in a yelling match with Chad about it because he wanted to bring it in one of the shops I was working at. I got in a yelling match with him on the phone. He called me and he said, I heard that you have an issue with selling whippets at the store. I said, yes, sir. I do have an issue with selling whippets at the store. Why do you have an issue with selling whippets at the store or at the shop? I said, Sir Chad, I have an issue with selling whippets at the store because I once watched someone drop dead from using whippets. So, yes, you will not bring whippets in a shop that I am working at because it kills people. So, if you would like to bring them in the shop I'm working at, I will walk the fuck out. That's what will happen. So if you want to do that, feel free, and I will leave.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why do they come in different flavors?
I don't know. They're a lot of times designed as like whipped cream canisters and different things.
That's
like
that's how they're promoted as. They're promoted as whipped cream canisters.
Yeah.
But they all know what people use it for.
Yep.
So when they push all these different flavor whippets, it's like, what does this do to the? If you are not using it the way you're supposed to use it.
So it instantly deprives your brain of oxygen.
No.
That's the high. And if you deprive your brain of oxygen too long, you can drop dead. It's trendy, basically. It's very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah, I never did it.
A long, long time ago, I watched someone drop dead of it, so it's not very appealing. It's very deadly. So Chad, well, if you have a problem with it, I'm like, I do have a problem with it. Oh yeah, him and I, we've had some yelling matches. Oh yeah, him and I have had some screaming matches.
I can imagine. I could imagine.
Kratom and whippets and.
Hey, at least me and Bill have always been on the same page with this stuff.
But I usually win in the end because I get him to understand why. He understands why. Like I get him to understand my reasonings, and I usually won because. And then when I bring suggestions of products, I bring him money and blood. We just always had an understanding. So
yeah,
if there's a reason why I threw a fit, you know what I mean? It wasn't for something stupid.
Because I told Bill, I was like, please don't carry kratom. I was like, don't
I had
carry
to sell
kratom.
that.
And he's like, I had no desire to. I'm like, good. I'm like, because that's going to bring a whole different group of people in.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to deal with kratom users.
That was a compromise I had to make. But what's the next subject we have on the roster?
Well, I was talking about that.
Yeah. You get me talking about that, I'll talk about that for days. You know me, I'll ramble.
Next one I have is the sub packages for streaming services.
What streaming services?
Every streaming service.
I think that they should all just have one package that just comes with no commercials.
Oh, you're
fuck
talking
commercials.
about you're talking about how.
But then that turns into
like
cable.
Comcast.
Then that turns into cable.
Yeah.
Oh, I think everybody should cancel cable and just have streaming services.
But that's what I'm saying. All these streaming services get together. Like, all right, we're going to have this package. It'll be $80 a month for all these streaming services. It's the same goddamn thing as cable. Just wrapped in a different package. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because right now people are paying what, $120 a month for cable? Some ridiculous amount of money. And
no, but the thing that's good about the streaming services is you can watch what you want to watch and then you can cancel it and then bring it back when you want to watch something. So you are technically paying a lower price.
Or you can pause it for a month.
Or you can get sometimes you can get people's passwords and you can get it for free. You know what I mean? So they're paying for it. You're paying for something. It's like a lot cheaper when only two things are getting paid for. Other than paying for all of cable. Especially the cable packages that have to do with internet and high speed and all that stuff that you would pay for cable.
You could swap who pays for what. One pays for Amazon, one pays for Paramount, the other pays for YouTube, the other pays for Netflix, the other pays for Hulu, whatever.
Well, Netflix is a little bit harder now because of the bullshit they're doing.
What bullshit are they doing?
You have to verify that the accounts are in the house.
No, the password sharing, they don't. That shit lasted a day. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
No, they're still doing it. Like Lexus doesn't have our thing anymore because you have to be in the same house.
Yeah, Netflix, you have to be in the same house.
No, I thought they canceled that shit.
No.
What?
Michelle, how would you know? We're in the same house. You've been watching the same Netflix as me. Well, how would you even know?
I read that shit didn't.
Well, I know people that actually have been cut off, so I'm telling you right now, that shit isn't official.
Well, that's stupid.
But that's Netflix's prerogative. If they want to enforce that, they can.
Yeah, that's not like something we can really change. That's just their policy now.
That when you sign up for their when you pay their subscription base, that's part of that subscription is, hey, you can give password out, but you need to verify that they belong into your household.
Well, I need you to watch Dead Boy Detectives and Sandman.
I will. I'm probably picking up Netflix in the next month.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be.
I still don't know really if Sandman's good.
Oh, you haven't tried to watch it again? Well,
I haven't really tried to watch it, so don't take our word for Sandman. Well, I'm not going to make no promises for that one, but Dead Boy Detectives is really, really good.
Because I'm picking up Netflix for the Tyson Paul fight.
You need to watch Dead Boy Detectives. That's the next one I'm going to hound you about.
I will. I'll watch it when I finally get Netflix.
Yeah. That's a really good one. You're not going to see anything like it. You're going to see, what's her name? Carol, what's her face?
Ruth Connell.
Ruth Connell.
She played Rowena on Supernatural.
You're going to see her. She's going to play the night nurse. Like I said, you've never seen her position on her role on any other show anywhere else. It's really good. It's just I came across, it was suggested to us on Netflix. I'm like, I guess check it out. It's part of DC Vertigo, which we talked about last week. Yep. Then we got Marvel Spotlight, which is Echo.
I know, kind of. You guys watch The Boys?
Yeah. Well, actually, she hasn't. She's only on the first season.
Okay. Because next month the new season of The Boys comes out.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that.
She has a weak stomach, so she can only watch like 2 episodes at a time. Because the episodes are so graphic.
Oh yeah.
She can't binge watch them. She watches like 2, and she's like, "That's a lot of blood."
Just wait till the hero gasm episode.
Yeah, I told her that.
Just wait till the hero gasm episode. You're gonna love that one. That was even I was like, oh shit.
When are they gonna smoke weed? When are they gonna vape? And when are they gonna party? No, I'm kidding.
The party happens in the hero gasm episode. Am I wrong?
Oh, another really good show to watch on Netflix, Tires.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Okay.
A really good comedians, really good show. It's not a lot of episodes, and season 2 will be coming. Just random shows. Don't mind us. Just really random. You're gonna just after that, you're gonna get the most random suggestions you've ever had in your life.
Probably.
You're like Dead Boy Detectives, tires, and then after that, you're gonna be like, "Wow, these suggestions and recommendations I'm getting now."
I mean, all right. So let's dive into this topic because I have a feeling ancient aliens. Are aliens real?
Okay, yeah, here we go. I was not expecting this from my baby. As far as
All
I
right.
know, you don't. Yeah.
First, I want to know Josh's opinion on it.
Are aliens real?
Yeah. And if they're real, what do you think that they look like, and what technology do you think that they possess? And are there more than one kind of alien?
Are they real? I believe they are. The reason I say that is because the universe is freaking huge. Huge. How can only one planet have life? I don't see it. I don't see it. I guarantee you there's another copycat Earthlight out there or something like that that has life forms on it. Who knows? It might be an alternate dimension. I don't know. You know, once you start dealing with black holes and stuff like that, things become really weird. But I don't believe they're the little green men, little green or gray men that we have all seen. I think they are honestly probably further superior technology wise than we are. They probably found a way to potentially blend in. Imagine they live. It's probably the best way to say it. So, but I don't know. You know, they have them. They have admitted UFOs are real. They have admitted that, but other than that, we don't know. What do you? What's your take?
I think that if aliens are real, then yeah, they definitely would probably have to have superior technology, especially if they are the ones who made the pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what a lot of people say, that they made the pyramids. If that is the case, then they had to have uh like just from the way that the stones are perfectly matched and even, and the way that they touch the sun, and all the different crazy things about pyramids, how pyramids are just supposed to be like still the most perfect monuments to this day, and that's the reason why they've never been destroyed, like all that kind of stuff. I definitely would have to say that they have things that we've never even heard of. But if there's that weird conspiracy theory that there isn't an outer space and we are inside of a dome that is controlled by like maybe the government or some kind of weird situation like that, then I don't know what would be outside of that dome. If we were in if you've ever seen the movie The Truman Show, if the whole world was inside of a dome almost. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why we're not allowed to go to certain places like Alaska, because there's the way out, or there's just a crazy idea of that. Then if we were in a dome, then I wouldn't think there would be aliens. I would just think there would just be crazy people out there that run the outside of the dome, and they're trying to make sure that we never get out for some kind of weird reason. And there might be layers and layers of different domes that keep going, where people think that they're inside of a ecosystem when they're not actually. They're actually being in a controlled environment. And that's how the weather seems like it randomly changes, because it's actually being controlled.
Yeah. Shell, what's your opinion?
Shell just missed that crazy thing that I just explained. She's probably like, what the fuck?
What about a dome? Sorry, I had to use the bathroom. I'm plugging my weed vapes.
He was talking about if there is no outer space, we just live in a dome.
I watched a show like that. What was the
It's
show?
almost like the movie The Truman Show. His whole world was actually filled with actors, and he was it literally in like a giant dome that he had to escape. And then they don't explain what happens when he escapes, but yeah.
Yeah, you just see him kind of walk out the door, and that's kind of it.
The movie just sort of ends with that, but that's the thing. Like, if we were in a dome, it would be kind of scary to get outside of that dome because I don't even know what the fuck would be out there. Like, we've never been told anything about outside of the dome before. Outside of the dome, maybe it would be aliens. Like, that would be even scary to find out. Like, we've just the aliens have just trapped us in this dome this whole time. To be one of the people to actually escape would be fucking terrifying. I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Like, I won't even know what I would see.
Okay. First of all, stop for a second because you're freaking me out. Because number one, Simpsons have predicted a lot of things. Okay. Number one, there was a TV show about a dome. Number two, the Simpsons have predicted a fuck of a lot of things, which freaks a lot of conspiracy theories out and a lot of the general public out in general. Because the Simpsons, for some odd reason, has predicted a lot of things. I don't care if it's just a coincidence or not. But the Simpsons dome episode. The Simpsons also had an episode about the dome. Do you guys remember that? I know you were young, Alex.
About what?
The Simpsons had, of course, there's a Simpsons wiki. The Simpsons had an episode about a dome. God help me if it's one of their predictions.
No, but then it would be one of those things when people are like, the fires in Hawaii were a freak accident. Like, no, what if that shit was started on purpose? There was just fucking things surrounding them so you couldn't go in there. And what happened actually inside of that area?
We can't read that.
I'll have to send it to you then.
Send it to me. I'll put it in the link down. I'll put it in the description down below.
No, just open it now.
Or I could do this. Send it to me. And I could do it this way.
I need us to see it.
Don't.
With their own eyes. And my numbers are 333. And look what time it is. 333. Numbers are everything. Okay. No, but seriously, open this right now. Oh, somebody's home.
Rough. That's
What you want to roll, Mila?
boom.
What's up? Yeah.
Was a the dome was a gigantic glass dome placed over Springfield by the EPA due to it being the most polluted town in the world. It was a crisis so bad it had its own name and theme music dubbed Trappuccino. The dome could easily crush people when coming down, as one unfortunate person found out. It had to be transported by a fleet of helicopters with suction cups. All right. It can only be damaged after numerous repeated attacks, such as Stampy hitting it. There also would have been a way to create a hole with Jonathan Frank's acid shooting ray. So another question, and this is something I've been thinking of probably for last week. Are we living in the Matrix?
Hopefully don't.
Because I swear I've seen glitches in the Matrix.
Like what kind?
Things that just shouldn't happen.
You gotta at least kind of explain it, though. You can't just say that shouldn't happen. I'm like, that could be literally anything. I'm like, yeah, things that shouldn't happen. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, that's very vague.
It's hard to explain. Just things just don't add up. I don't know how else to explain it. Things that just disappear out of nowhere, or things get stuck in mid.
I don't think so, because then that would mean that there was a way to see outside of the Matrix.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a thing. Like, I don't think there's like a. There's never been a time where I've been like, oh yeah, I've seen the. Like in the movie The Matrix, like how they all go to the place outside of the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've never heard anybody. You would think that there'd be at least some people be like, yeah, sometimes I at least have dreams of it or something. I've never, like, my dreams are like wild things. I don't think, and they don't match up. So it wouldn't be, I feel like I just don't know how there would be outside. Like, what would be controlling me if I wasn't myself controlling myself right now?
I don't know.
And everything is made of like a genetical code. Like we're all made of like DNA and molecules and stuff. But that's like it's all in different spectrums and stuff. I don't think it's like ones and zeros and numbers, and I don't think it's that at all.
No, I don't think it's that type of code.
And like, if we were inside of like a situation like that, then you would think there would be more people doing like I never seen somebody like fucking touch the ground and like start flying, or like stop bullets, or like fucking move at super speed. I never seen no crazy shit like that. Like I've never, and like things that normally I find out that are lost or somewhere that can be found, or maybe somebody stole it. You never know. And like I smoke a lot of weed. The things that disappear on me, they've just disappeared because I made them disappear. Because I'm fucking high.
Now, this is just a thought I've had. Like,
and like, I couldn't imagine like
program, and all
when you
the program malfunctions and you start questioning things. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I had to move where I was at. What do you think of the Simpsons dome thing?
Didn't say much, but definitely interesting.
We had to look more into it, but yeah, there was a whole episode on it.
It was in the movie too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, like that was a Simpsons movie you're talking about.
Yeah.
They put a dome around Springfield because it gets really bad, like radiation or like pollution.
Yeah. Creepy, right?
So it's just something I've been thinking of, and I'm like, yeah.
But also, like, if we were in the Matrix, that would, like, if I had that belief system, that would mean that, like, when I die, I would come out of the Matrix, and I wouldn't know what that would mean.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, for me to think that I'm in the Matrix, I'd have to think if there'd be a way to come out of the Matrix, and I can't see that being possible. So I don't think it could be the Matrix because there's no way to. And in the Matrix, they don't really even explain the way to come out of it because the only person that we ever see come out of the Matrix from like point of view is Neo, and he had like some weird little robot thing inside of him. Like I've never had like a, I don't know, maybe I do have a little weird robot thing inside of me that's keeping me in the Matrix, but I don't think that's happening.
I don't know. I doubt it.
That'd be fucked up if like doctors just couldn't tell me about it because they were all in on it.
See,
They're like, yeah, you're supposed to stay in the Matrix.
Yeah, you're supposed to stay in the Matrix. You're not supposed to know about this.
Yeah, because that's like what happens in the movie. As soon as he figures out that the Matrix does exist, that's when all the like things start turning into the Smiths or whatever, the Smith agents. So like, what if I do like when they realize it is real, and then all of a sudden people start turning into people with suits and shit trying to fucking fix the program? I gotta fucking run. I'm like, I wouldn't want that to happen. No. Even if I was the one, that sounds like a lot of pressure to have. Like to be Neo, that's a fuck ton of pressure. You had to literally in the original series like die to fucking like make it all happen. And then like they were like, we want more money, so they brought him back alive for this new series, which I still think is crazy. Especially now, did you see the last one? I don't want to spoil the last Matrix if you haven't seen it.
I haven't.
I would say
I'm not a huge Matrix guy, so.
Oh, can I just spoil it then?
Go ahead and spoil it for me because the Matrix is so convoluted and.
Yeah, after the first one, it really starts to fall apart. But I still thought the action in it was cool and everything. But before the last one, not only does he get brought back to life, now his girlfriend Trinity can do all the same stuff that he can do. Like she can like fly and like vaporize people. She's literally pretty much just they like how they're making everything woke. How like now they're like women can do anything men can do. Now there's more black, white, everything. They're like now there's more powerful women in this movie. Like he was the chosen one. How can she do the things that he can do? That doesn't make any sense at all. Like he's the one who surpassed Morpheus, and Morpheus was a teacher for everybody. Like he literally surpassed the guy who's supposed to be the best, and now they're like, she can do all that stuff too. I'm like, they're just trying to make money at this point. But for the first one, I felt like it really had a really good premise until they started to just get greedy with it.
Aerosport, I want to know why you do me wrong. So their cards are supposed to work well. The whole thing just clogs.
Is that a CO2 cart?
They have dried flour, they have distillate. This one's supposed to be distillate.
But not lit at all.
Nope. Just clogged.
Then the last thing I have for topic is overrated superpower.
Overrated superpowers. I just brought that up because I was thinking probably. Don't get me wrong, I do think it'd be cool to have, but it's super overrated. Flight. I think everybody, like, when they think, because everybody thinks flight, they first think Superman. There's a lot of characters that can, like, fly that, like, kind of suck. Like, there's, like, people like Cannonball or, like, people that are just, like, yeah, nobody even mentions them because they're, like, not the greatest. Like, if you can fly, but you don't have super strength, what are you going to do with that flight? Like, you fly into somebody super fast, you're just going to, like, die. So, I think it's just probably, like, especially if you have like a super jump, you can like Hulk can jump to space anywhere you can get with flight. He can pretty much get. So don't get me wrong, it's cool to have, but especially if you can't breathe in space, then flight's almost pointless. You're flying, you almost get up there, and then you're just like, I gotta go back down.
Trying to think.
If you're thinking about, because if you're thinking about best powers, a lot of people go flight first.
I'm thinking of the most overrated power, like
probably I would say definitely either invulnerability, like especially like from diseases or just like bullets. Invulnerability is a good one, or like a really good healing factor, like Wolverine or Deadpool. Like even though Deadpool has no super strength, he survives almost to every apocalypse and every X-Men story, or like any story that he's in, he always survives pretty much anything. It doesn't matter if he gets blown up or whatever, he always comes back. So healing is definitely good if you're just talking about surviving things. Or like if you're just talking about real life situations, maybe like super strength, like you want some kind of something if some situation's going to go down. If you can just fly, it sounds cool, but there'd be very few situations where flying would be able to be really helpful.
Yeah, flying with
Because like if an obstacle gets in your way, if you're flying with no super strength, the obstacle is gonna fucking still kill you.
Yeah, you're going at 100 some miles per hour.
Yeah, that's when it's a good time to have super strength. Or like if somebody like hits me with like a bat, like if I got super strength in like my whole body, then the bat should break over my head. I should be good. You know what I mean? Or like I said, invulnerability, like somebody tries to poison me, I'd be like, I'm invulnerable. I'm invulnerable to all diseases. Sort of like Captain America. Captain America has that thing where like he's supposed to be invulnerable to pretty much everything because he's the perfect soldier. I think those are really good ones. What do you think is the most overrated, or like, yeah, overrated power? Like one that sounds like it's really good, but when you really think about it, it's like that there's no way that can really help you for most situations in everyday life, or like if somebody was in like a needed to be saved, like you'd be like, oh, I can't really actually save somebody with that. That would probably fuck me over in real life.
X-ray vision.
That's not really a saving power. I feel like it's good. It's well, actually, no, it could save people because you would always know where crime was, I guess. But yeah, you couldn't really save anybody with that either because when you get there, you still wouldn't have any other powers other than X-ray vision.
Yeah,
I think laser vision's a good one too because I guess you could go there and murder the people, but like if it's fire that you shoot out of your eyes, that's like definitely a kill power in real life. Like I guess like you could always like burn their legs, but like you're gonna probably get in trouble. Like, wait a minute, you laser visioned his legs off, like you burnt the fuck out of him, like you just like fuck this guy up. Like that one wouldn't really help the most.
I'm gonna say if you have laser vision, you're probably a villain more than likely in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, just Rogue.
I think honestly Rogue does have probably the best power. Power duplication is probably the best one, especially I don't know if you've watched X-Men 97.
I haven't.
I don't know if you're a big cartoon guy or if you used to watch the old X-Men.
I was ready to start watching it, but I think I put on Echo instead.
Yeah. It's probably not only one of my favorite Marvel cartoons, just one of my favorite Marvel things they've made in general. They literally hit it out the park every episode. But yeah, Rogue, you're gonna see be wildly powerful. They literally compare her to the Hulk on there throughout the episodes. So Rogue, you'll see that she's really good. And there's another character named Morph. And his power, he was in the original X-Men, but he wasn't really that strong in the original one. They upgraded him a lot in this one, and he can copy any power of pretty much, or he can copy physical abilities of people. So, like, he can become as fast as, say, like the Flash, because the Flash can run fast. And that's his physical ability. But he can't shoot, like, lasers or do, like, anything like a telepath. But he can become, like, as strong as like Juggernaut or any physical power, he can copy that power.
Okay.
So I think power copying is probably one of the best ones because you can have every power technically.
Yeah, if you're able to copy power, yeah.
You can, especially Rogue can copy more than just mutant powers. and she can life drain. So, like, if she was fighting like Superman, she could fly up to Superman, touch him, and literally drain his life and be as strong as him. So, I think that's honestly like one of the more overpowered ones. But I'll be right back.
All right. Well, you have anything you want to add to the show? Because we're probably going to go ahead and wrap it up here.
We were doing underrated or overrated powers. Do you have any? Do you have one?
Like you could probably hear me through his mic.
Yeah, I can hear you through his mic.
I feel like there isn't such thing as having too many superpowers, though. I still
You think it's overrated to have too many powers?
I feel like it's still cliche that my favorite superhero is Superman.
No, but you can't. That's like a contradiction, though. She said that it's not good for somebody to have too many powers, and then says Superman, the guy who has pretty much all the different powers. That's such a contradiction.
No, but he has his weak moments, and he does have his weaknesses.
Yes, kryptonite, pretty much. And magic, magic is everybody's weakness.
I've always kind of found Mystique interesting.
I think regular shapeshifting is overrated, though. I don't think we need any more shapeshifting characters that don't have special powers. But yeah, that's the thing that's cool about the character Morph. He's literally like Mystique. He can change into any person, but he can change into people like the Hulk or like Quicksilver, whoever. It can turn into like characters' physical strengths and then their speeds and different things like that. So he's actually really cool, but I count that more power, being able to copy powers than shapeshifting, because she could become like Wolverine, but she couldn't actually do the claws of Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
He could actually like recreate metals and do things like that, which is definitely crazy. Like he can, at one point he becomes Colossus, so he becomes that strong metal that Colossus is made out of.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to watch.
Yeah, I did kind of do a couple spoilers, but I just wanted you to kind of understand what his character does do in the show. So you're like, oh, I get he copies their powers.
And I know
he's not just shape-shifting, he's fully copying these people's powers. He just can't shoot lasers or do anything like that. He just copies physical powers.
Like I remember, like I saw the intro, and I saw that Morph was one of the new characters that was on the intro. And what was the other one?
Bishop is new.
Bishop.
Yeah. He was in X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yep.
He's the one that if you hit him with energy, then he shoots it back twice as hard.
Okay.
But he can also put it into his weapon, so it is kind of cool that he can go between shooting lasers out of his hands and have cool futuristic weapons. He is kind of a cool character. But no, you don't have one, Shell? Overrated power? Or is it just that having every power is not the best? And I want to know, what do you mean? Which character has every power but isn't the best? There's got to be one that you can think of that.
I don't know. I guess over.
I think Shell's a little toasty.
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
Just think of a character that you think just has bad powers, pretty much. There's got to be at least one character you're like, I don't even like watching those movies.
Oh, Black Widow.
Oh yeah, you just have Black Widow's powers. She, don't get me wrong, she pretty much has all the powers of Captain America, but none of the super strength, and she doesn't have that indestructible shield. Pretty
No,
much useless. She's pretty much useless.
she's
Don't get
kind
me
of
wrong, you couldn't get poisoned. You wouldn't need a jacket if it was cold, I guess. Like you would never get like hot. Like you would have like certain things that would be kind of cool, but they would not help at all in like an actual like
I mean, she's
battle.
more what spec ops, isn't she?
Yeah, and she had to go through years and years of training. If you have no training with those powers, you're just gonna get smashed on. You still be pretty much just yourself. Like
Yeah.
you'd be like more flexible and stuff, and like be a little bit faster. But like it also would not really help much against like any situation. You would just get smashed on for, especially if other people have powers. Then that would just be the worst to have. Yeah, you are. That was kind of a good one.
Thank you. I was like, oh, easy peasy.
Yeah, that, and nobody who's not a redhead wants to be her. The only people that want to be her are like, oh, I'm a redhead too.
Oh my god, Black Widow, easy. She's just there for, I don't even know why she's even there.
All right, but I think this is where we're gonna call the episode.
All right.
The ADHD is starting to kick in.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So, but yep, everybody, thank you for joining us on today's episode.
All right. Signing off.
We covered a lot in this episode. We had a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But we will be back next week with another episode. But until then, I'm Josh.
I'm Chow.
I'm Alex.
And we'll catch you on the next episode. Wow, I cannot say the damn name. Something else to mess with.
Something else to mess with.
Yeah. I'm just how you know I'm getting tired.
All right.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
Peace out.
You don't have to end it yet.